Hi kindergartners, thanks for joining me again today for another read aloud. We have 3 more stories, but today we are doing book bag number 22. So, we're going to go ahead and read these stories. Let's check and see what's inside this book. We have How I Spent My Summer Vacation. Summer vacation is coming up. We have Happy. And the last one is The Perfect Pet. I know you all have pets at home too, and I have a pet as well. What is your perfect pet? Okay, so we'll go to those stories and find out what they're about. So this one is How I Spent My Summer Vacation, written by Mark Teague. Oh, How I Spent My Summer Vacation. How I Spent My Summer Vacation by Wallace. When summer began, I headed out west. My parents had told me I needed a rest. Your imagination, they said, is getting too wild. It will do you some good to relax a while. So, they put me aboard a westbound train. To visit Aunt Fern in her house on the plains. But I was captured by cowboys, a wild-looking crowd. Their manners were rough and their voices were loud. I'm trying to get to my aunt's house, I said, but they carried me off to their cow camp instead. The cattle boss growled as he told me to sit. We need a new cowboy. Our old cowboy quit. We could sure use your help, so what do you say? I thought for a minute. Then I told him, okay. Then I wrote to Aunt Fern so she'd know where I'd gone. I said not to worry, I wouldn't be long. Dear Aunt captured by cowboys, don't worry, see you soon. Love, Wallace. To Aunt Fern. That night I was given a new set of clothes. Soon I looked like a wrangler from my head to my toes. But there's more to a cowboy than boots and a hat. I found out the next day and the day after that. Each day I discovered some new cowboy tricks. From roping and riding to making fire with sticks. Slowly the word spread all over the land. That wrangler, Kid Bleff, is a first-rate cowhand. The day finally came when the roundup was through. Aunt Fern called, "Come on over, bring your cowboys with you." She was cooking a barbecue that very same day, so we cleaned up a little and we headed her way. The food was delicious, there was plenty to eat, and the band that was playing just couldn't be beat. But suddenly I noticed a terrible sight. The cattle were stirring and stamping with fright. It's a scene I'll remember till my very last day. They're gonna stampede, I heard somebody say. Just then they came charging. They charged right at me. I looked for a hiding place, a rock or a tree. What I found was a tablecloth spread out on the ground, so I turned like a matador and spun it around. It was a new kind of cowboying, a fantastic display. The cattle were frightened and stampeded away. Then the cowboys all cheered, "Bleff's a true buckaroo." They shook my hand and slapped my back, and Aunt Fern hugged me too. And that's how I spent my summer vacation. I can hardly wait for show and tell. Look what he has for show and tell. Oh, wow. So school is going to be out soon. We have about 1 or 2 more weeks left together. So what are you going to do for your summer vacation when you're not at school, when we're done with school, and the virtual school too, when you're done with all of your online work and everything? What are you going to be doing? How are you going to spend your time? I think when I'm not teaching, I might go for a long camping trip. Crossing my fingers if I can do that. I think that sounds like a lot of fun. Okay, now we are going to read Happy. This one is by Pharrell Williams. And he sang this song too. Do you know that song? If you don't know it, you should look it up. It's a fun song to dance to. Happy by Pharrell Williams. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here comes bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, don't waste your time. Here's why. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a house without a roof. A room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Happy, bring me down, can't nothing. Happy, bring me down, my level's too high. Happy, bring me down, can't nothing. Happy, bring me down. The end. So I'm pretty sure those were the lyrics to the song. And this is a letter that Pharrell actually wrote for us. I'll read part of it. Dear friend, you're awesome. Yes, you. If you had fun reading my book, then that means you are a happy helper. Ooh. So here's what I would like you to do. If you're a happy helper and you enjoyed this book, then pass it along. I'm counting on you to spread happiness and make lots of people smile today. Are you ready? Go. In service, Pharrell. Wow. That was good. And now you know some of the words to the song, so you can look up Happy by Pharrell Williams, and you can dance along, and maybe you can make somebody happy that way, having a little dance party with them. Our final book, The Perfect Pet. So, some people have cats and dogs. I know some of the friends in our class have cats, yep, and have dogs. And then one friend has turtles. Fish, I know, is another pet. I'm trying to think of some other ones that I know we have in our class. I don't know. Let me know if you have a new pet that I haven't heard of before. A snake. I think a student last year had a snake. I have a pet that you might not have heard of. It's a chinchilla. He's like a little squirrel, kind of. Yeah, he's got like a tail that looks like a squirrel, but he's a chinchilla, and his name is Waffles. Maybe I will introduce him to you in a video on Seesaw, and you can meet him. And maybe you can do videos introducing more pets and post those on Seesaw too. I would love to see that. Oh, that'd be so cute. Okay, The Perfect Pet by Margie Palatini and Bruce Wally. So let's see what her perfect pet is. The perfect pet. And maybe we'll get some new ideas for pets. Elizabeth really, really, really wanted a pet. Her parents really, really, really did not. They gave her a plant instead. Mind you, it was a very good-looking plant, as cactus plants go, and it had quite a prickly sense of humor. Elizabeth named it Carolyn, which seemed to suit it just fine. It was absolutely no trouble, and it was a very good listener. Snuggling was a bit of a challenge. However, Elizabeth did manage a quick hug now and then. Elizabeth really, really did like the plant, but she still really, really, really wanted a pet. And she had a plan. The element of surprise. So what about a horse? Huh? What? Who? Said her father. Who? What? Huh? Said her mother. I could ride it, give it carrots, lumps of sugar. A horse would be the perfect pet. What do you say? Father yawned. The horse is too big. Mother sighed. Our yard is too small. Why, it would eat us out of the house and home, said Father. A horse is not quite perfect, dear, said Mother, going back to sleep. Not quite perfect, said her father sleepily. Scratch the horse. Catch them off guard. What about a dog? Huh? What? Who? Said her father as he stood in front of the mirror shaving. Who? What? Huh? Said Mother, peeking from behind the shower curtain and dripping soapy water. I could take it for walks, teach it tricks, feed it treats, play fetch. A dog would be the perfect pet. What do you think? Father spit shaving cream. Dogs bark. They're much too loud. Mother grabbed a towel. They'll jump all over the furniture. A dog is not quite perfect, Elizabeth, said Father as he shaved. Not quite perfect, said Mother from the shower. Forget Fido. The full stomach. Bruh. You know what would hit the spot right about now? Elizabeth asked. I'm thinking a cat. Huh? What? Who? Said Father. Who? What? Huh? Said Mother. A cat could lick the plates, curl up in my lap, drink leftover milk, and we'd always know what to do with that extra string. A cat would be the perfect pet. So how about it? Father picked up the newspaper. Cat stretch. Cat scratch. Mother cleared the table. Cats shed all over. A cat is definitely not the perfect pet, said Father. Achoo! I'm sneezing already, said Mother. Cross off kitty. Go for broke. How about a bird? Bunny? Turtle? Fish? Guinea pig? Rat? Any? All? Take your pick, said Elizabeth. Her parents looked at each other. Nope. Afraid not. Not quite. Too fishy. Don't even go there. What's left? Moaned Elizabeth. Doug. Elizabeth was thinking she would never find the really, really, really perfect pet when, what do you know, she really, really did. In fact, she almost stepped on it. Right there on her rug, a bug. Elizabeth picked him up. She held him in her hand, looked him in the eyes. He wasn't too big. He most definitely was not too loud. He couldn't jump on the furniture, didn't scratch, didn't shed, and how much food could he possibly eat? He was the perfect pet. Carolyn totally agreed. Snug. Doug moved right into the lovely house in the corner of Elizabeth's room. It had everything a bug could possibly want and more, including his very own cactus plant. As Carolyn was only a hop, skip, and jump away, he truly enjoyed sunning himself in her, and in her sand. Of course, Elizabeth provided him with enough crumbs to satisfy any growing bug's appetite. As expected, their relationship was a tad different than the usual. Doug could not give Elizabeth a pony ride. She could not take him for a walk. He could not catch a ball or fetch no matter how many times they practiced. And try as she might, Doug just couldn't get the hang of playing with string. But he was very helpful with homework. He always knew where to put a decimal or a period, and he loved snuggling up with Elizabeth each night for a story. What more could you ask? He was perfect. Unsnuggled. With all those crumbs and plenty of sun, Doug grew by leaps and bounds. He was one big healthy bug. Then and then some. The only trouble really came one Sunday morning many weeks later. Elizabeth's mother came into her bedroom to get the laundry and, "Teresa, there's a bug in that bed," she screamed. "A bug?" shouted Father, ready to swat. "That's Doug," said Elizabeth very protectively. "He's my pet." The parents looked at each other. "Pet?" "Pet," said Elizabeth, "just like you wanted. He's not big like a horse, he isn't loud like a dog, doesn't jump on furniture, scratch, or shed, and he hardly eats a thing." "But a bug?" asked Father. "A bug?" repeated Mother. "Doug," said Elizabeth, "and he's perfect." One big happy family. "Think we should have said yes to the dog," whispered Father and Mother. Mother shrugged. "I don't know. We have more room on the couch with the bug." Elizabeth smiled and tossed Doug a piece of popcorn. The end. So that's Elizabeth's perfect pet, a bug. That's kind of silly. Alrighty, friends. Thank you for joining me. Today's activity is down below and then also on our Seesaw Classroom, so go ahead and check that out. Share what you're doing with me. I love you and I miss you. I hope you're doing well. We're counting down the days till school is over and these videos are going to be done, but we will get to say goodbye to each other. And I have a special surprise for you guys as well. So look out for that. I love you. I miss you. See you next time.